This is Activity 1.6 on page 27 using lookups and subdata sheets. We have Cabin Rentals 1 database open. No database objects are open in our document pane. A customer named Bob Davis would like to book Moose Antler Cottage for a week starting next Saturday. This involves cabins, customers, and bookings, so data from 3 tables will be involved. You will enter a new cabin booking using lookup tables to enter the ID values for Bob Davis and Moose Antler Cottage. You will use a calendar lookup to identify the dates. Number 1, open the Table Bookings data sheet. In our navigation pane, we're going to double-click Table Bookings. Observe how customers and cabins are referenced in this table. To associate a customer and cabin for a booking, the customer ID, that's booking customer ID, and cabin ID fields reference a customer stored in table customers and a cabin stored in table cabins. Number 2, to create a new booking for customer Bob Davis and cabin Moose Antler Cottage, how might you determine the values to enter for booking customer ID and booking cabin ID? You could open the table customers and table cabins tables, look up the cottage and customer by name, find the appropriate ID number in those tables, and then enter the appropriate ID values into the table bookings fields. But that would be tedious. Fortunately, the person who designed this database realized this would be tedious and configured these fields to provide a lookup list so you can just select the appropriate values. Number 3, specify the customer and cabin for a new booking. In the asterisk row, we're going to select the booking customer ID field. And you can see a box arrow is shown indicating this field has a lookup list associated with it. So you can see we have a drop-down arrow here. We're going to select the box arrow to display our lookup list. In the lookup list, we're going to select the entry for Davis, Bob. Bob Davis's customer ID 16 is automatically entered into the booking customer ID field. The person who developed this database configured it to present the values shown here, which are automatically pulled from the table customers table. Selecting the value from this list is much easier than opening the other table, looking up the value, and then typing it into this table. We're going to press Enter to advance to the Booking Cabin ID field. And in the Booking Cabin ID field, we're going to use the lookup list to enter the cabin ID for Moose Antler Cottage. And that ID is going to be number 6. If you had memorized the ID of Moose Antler Cottage, you could have just entered 6 into the field, but the lookup list makes it so you don't have to memorize such codes. We're going to press Enter to advance to the Booking Start Date field. Number 4, use a calendar lookup to enter booking dates starting next Saturday and ending a week from Saturday. We're going to select the calendar button next to the booking start date field. A calendar is shown and today's date is selected. We're going to select the first Saturday that occurs after today. So for me, that will be February 14th. The date is entered into the booking start date field. We're going to press Enter to move to the booking end date. And we're going to use the calendar lookup here to enter the date for the Saturday 1 week after the start date. So that's going to be Saturday, February 21st for me. Your booking will run 1 week from Saturday to the following Saturday. Number 5, work with calculated fields. We're going to press enter to advance to the booking nights field. The number of nights, 7, is already entered into booking nights. The person who created the database configured booking nights as a calculated field so you don't have to enter a value into it. The value is automatically calculated based on the start and end dates that you selected. We're going to press enter to advance to the booking booked rate field. And we're going to type 220 here and press enter. The $sign, decimal point, and 2 zeros are added automatically, and the selection advances to the booking, booked, tax, and fees column. We're going to enter 27 here and press enter. And the total cost is calculated automatically. So you should have $1,567. We're going to press enter to advance to the booking guest count field. We're going to enter 2 here and press enter. And then we're going to press Control and the letter S, which is our keyboard shortcut to save our database. So although records are saved automatically, if you have an uncommitted record, the uncommitted record will be saved automatically when you save the database. We're going to close our Table Bookings tab. And number 6, consider the types of information you can view from Bob Davis's customer record. In the navigation pane, we're going to double-click Table Customers to open our data sheet. On the record navigation bar in the search text box, down here at the bottom, we're going to type Davis. The Bob Davis record is quickly highlighted in the current data sheet. Examine the fields of data you can see for Bob Davis, scrolling left or right as needed. The Table Customers table holds information about each customer. Booking data is stored not in Table Customers, but in Table Bookings. To see what cabins a customer like Bob Davis has booked, you could note the customer ID and then identify each record with that customer ID in Table Bookings. But again, that would be tedious. Fortunately, the person who designed this database configured a sub-data sheet enabling Table Bookings data to be viewed directly from the Table Customers data sheet. Number 7, look up all of Bob Davis's bookings. If necessary, scroll the data sheet up so that Bob Davis row is near the top of the screen. So I'm going to bring that up so Bob Davis sits at the top. Observe the plus symbol on the left side of the Bob Davis record. So that's located right here. This symbol indicates a sub-data sheet has been set up in this table. We're going to select the plus sign for Bob Davis's record. A sub-data sheet is shown below the Bob Davis record, showing records from Table Bookings, filtered to include only records related to the customer Bob Davis. On separate occasions, Bob has rented cabins 2, 3, and 6. In the sub-data sheet, we're going to select the 3 value in the booking cabin ID field of the second booking record. A box arrow indicates there is a lookup list for the cabin ID. We're going to select that box arrow to show the list. In the lookup list, you can see that cabin 3 is Bill's bungalow. With this combination of a data sheet, sub-data sheet, and lookup list, in one view you can see a combination of related data stored in 3 different tables: table customers, table bookings, and table cabins. We're going to press Escape to hide the lookup list without changing the selected value. Through careful implementation of features like lookup lists and sub-data sheets implemented in a table, data sheets can provide an effective and efficient way to enter and view table data. We're going to select the minus symbol next to the Bob Davis record. This is going to collapse that sub-data sheet. With multiple sub-data sheets expanded, the user interface can appear busy or confusing, so it is helpful to collapse them again when they're not needed. Right, from here we're going to right-click and close out Table Customers. And we'll leave this open for our next activity.